Hello! Day 3 of the reading rush. Oh, I got my hair cut. I'm a new woman. It's very fluffy from where they blow dried it and I don't really like it like this. I'm gonna pretend like it doesn't look like I just walked out of Mary Poppins. So today has gone much better than the other 2 days so far. I still have had technical difficulties. It seems like it's a running theme this week, but less so than the other 2 days. I finished editing last reading rush vlog, I'll link it down below, at like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I set it to render in the other room and I just left it. I didn't watch it through. That was a mistake of mine, and so when I went to upload it after coming back from the hairdressers, I found quite a few mistakes. I went, I ate, I came back, I fixed the mistakes. Editing software was annoying for a while. I did have to restart my laptop, but then it worked fine and I fixed the mistakes. It didn't take very long. It's currently rendering again as we speak, so I do think it'll still be up today. I normally like my uploads to go live at 5, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. But that's okay, it's still going up today. I've uploaded the video that I finished editing on Monday, so it's uploaded, ready to go up next week. Reading though, I did get up relatively early. I was out of bed by 8:45 this morning, which is early for me. Our dog likes to scratch and whine outside of my door because she gets bored and she knows that I will play with her. So she will scratch outside of my door until I get up out of bed. Because I'm a lot more productive now. I get a lot more done in the morning, particularly in terms of reading. I tend to listen to a lot of Throne of Glass early in the morning, and I listened to a lot of Throne of Glass this morning. I'm currently on page 262, and then I listened to a bunch more once I came back from the hairdressers while I was tooling around with things on my laptop again, resetting things up. I was on 216, so currently on 262. 47 pages of Throne of Glass. When I finish reading for the day, I put a second bookmark in my books sometimes to kind of signal out where I'd like to be ideally by the end of the next day. Normally it's about 50-ish pages, and I'd already gotten to that spot and past that spot. I've already read as much as I wanted to read, so that is good. I will definitely listen to some more later on though while getting ready for bed and stuff, maybe another 2 chapters or so. And then after finally finishing all the things I need to do with my laptop in terms of uploading and stuff, I have been reading again. I think I was on 116 actually, weirdly enough. Yeah, I was. I'm currently on page 195. 79 pages so far, which is pretty decent. I'm definitely going to get to 100 pages today. I'm thinking I might even be able to finish it. It's currently 5 o'clock and I've been reading since 2:30, so that's not very long. I've been really enjoying it. I've teared up multiple times so far. It has like a distant feeling to it, like you don't feel super attached to the characters and you're kind of skipping around a little bit. And so the fact that I'm so attached to the story, if nothing else, and that I'm tearing up and like only 100 and so pages in, that really impresses me. This might be We Were Liars level of love. I'm really enjoying it. It's making me think so much, it's making me feel so many emotions. I love the amount of symbolism that's in here. I love how giddy it makes me at times. I've laughed multiple times. I'm loving it. I might read outside. There's something I've been wanting to do for months now, since we had nice weather about a month ago and I was too busy studying and I missed it, and then the weather turned sour again. So I might go read outside for a bit because I've been wanting to for ages.
finished again. I feel emotions. Okay. I think I need to reread that ending because it was going fast. I need to reread my endings a lot. I don't know about you, I just kind of get caught up and I don't really take in the meaning, and then I feel like it's over too fast and I have to go back and reread it. So I'm gonna reread the ending. I'm gonna update my notes because I haven't forgotten. I'm gonna let it sit, and then I think I'm gonna update you for the day. Cool.
So, I have finished again by Wednesday, like I thought I could. I caught up very easy. I mean, in theory I could have read it in 2 days and finished it yesterday instead of, but that's okay. The ending definitely made me emotional. I'm definitely still kind of reeling a little bit. It was a very beautifully worded ending. I don't know what to say because I don't want to tell you too much about it. These things are best to just experience. It makes for a very beautiful read, and the way it expresses emotion is really cool, and the ending was like that. The ending was one where I feel like for some people it could make or break the book. I wasn't sure at first if I liked it, but ultimately thinking about it, I do think I like the way it ended. I think it's very clever. I think this is a very clever book. I think it's up there with We Were Liars in that aspect. I really think it's up there. It's hard because it's been so long since I've read We Were Liars. I think I should reread it, really. The thing is, with rereading books, I feel so unproductive doing it. So I never allow myself the time to reread books. I do think I need to reread We Were Liars though, because I claim it's one of my all-time favourites, but I can't remember it as well as I would like to. I just remember the emotions it made me feel and the theories it made me feel. So this might compare to We Were Liars, honestly. I think it's very unique and different and charming and honest and raw. I'm gonna film my video on it, discussing it tomorrow, and I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to delve into all the theories and break it down and analyse it. In terms of pages, I read 168 pages of Again. So that combined with the 47 pages of Throne of Glass that I've read so far brings me to a total of 215 pages, which is the most I've read thus far. And I definitely think I'm gonna listen to more Throne of Glass tonight. 2 more chapters, I would guess, minimum, but I don't know what I'm actually gonna end up doing tonight, if I'll start a new book or if I'll just read more Throne of Glass or what. I don't know if I want to start a new book right away. I want to let Again sit more. I think maybe I should reread We Were Liars next. One of the blog prompts is to tell a bookish story, so I figured I'd do that now because it kind of relates to Again and E. Lockhart. We Were Liars, when I read this, oh my god, I forgot how tiny it is. I went on holiday to a Greek island with my dad and my brother. This was a really rare occurrence for us. It's the first time we'd gone abroad in a very long time, nearly 10 years or something. And I read the first half of it on the plane ride there. I spent a lot of that holiday reading. I read We Were Liars, Amy and Audra's Epic Detour. Those were the 2 books that I pre-bought on my dad's Kindle, and then I ran out of reading material, and so then I bought My Life Next Door. Maybe the first full day there, or the second full day there, maybe I finished it. I read it by the pool, I think, for a bit, and then we went back to the room. I think I might have finished it the first day there. I'm pretty sure it probably would have only taken me 2 days. It's so short. And then I finished it in my room. My dad and my brother were having a nap. I don't nap, so I was not having a nap, and I finished the book. The need to burst into tears and just collapse was so overwhelming. I had to very quietly, because I'm too embarrassed to cry in front of people, especially my dad and my brother, over a book. They just wouldn't understand. Very quietly locked myself in the bathroom and tried very hard not to collapse in a puddle on the floor. I cried a little bit, but I held it in. I think we went out that night. I think I then had to get dressed and do makeup and got ready to go out to dinner, and it just all the feelings, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it for the rest of the night. And I'm pretty sure when I started Amy and Roger, I probably didn't really want to read it. I just wanted to stay in this world because it resonated with me so much. And that is the story of how We Were Liars became one of my favourite books. It's not that grand of a story, but I distinctly remember it so vividly, sitting on the bed, calmly getting up and locking myself in the bathroom. Yeah, I think that's it for my update. I'll see you next when I see you. Hi, hello. It is Thursday. Wow, time is flying. I have my camera equipment set up from filming my discussion on Again. That will be up within the next few weeks. I don't know when because I have 3 more book discussions to come up before that one. I imagine it will be up by the end of August. Update on reading. Last night I listened to some more Throne of Glass. I had read 47 pages up until that point, and then I listened to another 32 pages that evening while getting ready for bed and sorting out my hard drive. I didn't end up actually doing very much last night. I spent ages sorting out my hard drive. I did read 32 pages while I was doing that, so that was 79 pages of Throne of Glass total, which is quite a lot actually. I think I'm gonna finish Throne of Glass relatively soon, and when I say relatively soon, I'm aiming to get to page 350 by tonight, in which case I'll only have like 50 or so pages left, so I could probably finish it tomorrow. So that's exciting. I don't know if I'm gonna start listening to Crown of Midnight right away, or if I'm going to read Crown of Midnight with my eyes, or if I'm gonna listen to another audiobook. Anyway, 79 pages of Throne of Glass total, plus the 168 pages I read of Again. That was 247 pages total yesterday, which is my best day yet. Pretty good reading day all around. I'm happy with that. And then this morning I was listening to it while I was doing my makeup and setting my camera equipment up and stuff. So I finished on page 294 and I'm now on page 338. That's 44 pages so far. So I only have another couple of chapters until I get to my goal for the day. It's just been so much fun rereading it, and I think The Assassin's Blade has helped me a lot. Typically you're supposed to read it after Crown of Midnight, but I'm glad that I get to read this knowing Assassin's Blade, because if nothing else, you get such a great sense of Selena, and I just like her so much more this time around. I'm so glad that I reread it. I'm having a blast. I really think I'll get to Crown of Midnight soon. Don't know if I'll listen to it or read it with my eyes because I'm having so much fun with the audiobooks. But it feels like something that I should read and take in properly. Like, because I know it, if I phase out for a little bit, I'm not too concerned because I know it. I've read this. Which I guess brings us on to the next topic. What am I going to read next? I don't know. One of the books that I said for my TBR was The Disreputable History of Frankie Ludo Banks. I don't know if I want to go into another E. Lockhart book. They were so close to Again. Doing the discussion this morning helped. I feel more at peace with reading something else because that's what I was like, I can't think of reading it. I was kind of, having the morning period feelings. Discussing it also helps because like saying these things aloud and talking about it to people, it cements things in your mind and you can make connections that you wouldn't have made otherwise. Like I made so many new connections and revelations filming that video. It's really cemented to me that it's like definitely a 10 out of 10 read. I really do think it's a very clever book. So this one's definitely on the table because in theory it should be a quick and easy read. I'm also very conscious of after the reading rush I have 1 week left of July, and like I've been kind of doing TBRs and planning in my head the books I'm going to read throughout the whole month. I've already kind of started thinking about the books that I might read in August because I was originally planning on reading Shadow and Bone because I want to read that trilogy next month, I think. And if I read the first book this month, then obviously I'm a step ahead of the game. Obviously Crown of Midnight I think I want to go into relatively soon while I'm still hyped up on the series. The other book on my TBR that I thought I could read, which again is a reread, is Illuminate. I have read Illuminate. I have not posted my discussion on it yet. I filmed it as I read it, but I have a bunch of discussions on books that I read quite a while ago that I just haven't put up yet. I do intend on putting them up someday. And this would complete 2 reading challenges, the colour and a genre that you want to read more of. And if I reread it, then I think I'll be much more likely to read Gemina, which I've owned for ages. So I'd be likely to read Gemina next week, which means I wouldn't get to read Shadow and Bone. But I think that's okay. I think I will still fit all of the Shadow and Bone books next month. They look relatively short. And also it gives me the excuse to read it because it completes 2 challenges. I don't think I'd reread it anytime soon otherwise. However, if I were to reread this one, then it would make sense for me to edit the discussion on this one somewhat as I'm reading it and then getting it up soon, because then I have an excuse to get it up. And I don't know if I have time to do that, but I think I would want to do that. I'm struggling a lot with what to read next. I think I'm probably going to end up reading Illuminate though, because I'm giving myself the excuse to, and I don't think I'd get around to it otherwise, and that way I can finally read Gem. Although then I might want to read Obsidio, but I don't even own Obsidio, and I've kind of cut myself off from buying books a little bit because I bought a decent amount within the last month or so. So that's where I'm at. Oh, I actually received a book. Okay, BRB. Court of Thorns and Roses had a cover change, and I've not read them, so I don't know. But to me, They're not, I don't like them. They look older, and I wonder if that's why they did it, because I've heard that from book 2 onwards, like, the content is a little more adult, so I don't know if they're trying to market it to an older audience a little bit, but I just think the original covers were prettier and they go with her other series is better. But isn't there going to be like a companion trilogy, but it's in the same series? I'm assuming they're going to get the new covers, so I was really debating whether to get the new covers or the old covers, but I knew that the old covers were going to start selling out. I did get the first book a while ago, and then the third one I think sold out, and I went on Mad Hunt to find it, and then the second one sold out on Book Depository, and so I had to go on Mad Hunt to find it. The second one was my fault. I should have ordered it when I could have, and I was just being cheap and hoping it would go on sale. Never did. So I've ordered Court of Frost and Starlight so that I have it and I don't have to go through a mad rush of finding it. Oh, that was vicious. And here it is. It's like glittery. It's just so, I think these covers are gorgeous. I really like them. I only own the first one and this one, so it's hard for me to say because pictures online don't always do the book justice, but I think they're really pretty. This one in the new cover, and then when the rest of the series comes out, presumably in the new covers, it kind of works, you know, because I got the connecting one in both covers. Maybe. I hate having like half a series in one set of covers and the other half in the other set of covers. If you have any thoughts on the cover change, let me know down below. Obviously I've not read the book, so it's hard for me to have an opinion. I just know that these are more pleasing to my eye. I am gonna clean up the books and I think I'm gonna start editing this video you're watching. Currently 20 past 2. I'm hoping that it's not gonna take me beyond 4 o'clock, and that come 4 o'clock I can start reading something new. So I'll update you when I have an update to give. So this is a very depressing update. I am literally here to tell you that I have done nothing since we last saw each other. Ha 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 ha. Fun, right? I haven't done nothing. It turns out there were other things I had to do before I could sit down and start editing. It took a while to clean up things, and I had to go to the shops, and there were some bits and bobs I needed to do. I came back at 4:30 and started editing, and I was just overwhelmed with fatigue, is the only way I can describe it. I was so tired. I had that one really late night the other night editing, and I've been getting up early, and I'm not catching up on sleep. I'm just getting less and less sleep. I had a really strong headache come on, so editing isn't great for that, but I've been powering through nonetheless. I've caught up. I need to watch through it all again, and obviously add this clip onto the end of it, but that video will be finished tonight, mark my words. Hopefully it's a reasonable hour this time. Yeah, this headache and tiredness just really isn't helping. I've also gotten changed. It was too cold to wear the dress, but I may put it back on the weekend or something, I don't know. Is there anything else? Oh, I uploaded a Bookstagram. I did that. Yay! I've not even listened to any Throne of Glass. I have nothing to report back on. I've not decided what book I'm gonna read next. I've not read any Throne of Glass. I've not done anything. I've not even finished that video really. I still need to go back through it. I just kind of done the rough cut of it. And it's currently 9 o'clock. So that's great. It's okay. I read 44 pages of Throne of Glass this morning, and I'm definitely gonna listen to at least another 2 chapters. Maybe I'll just concentrate on Throne of Glass for the rest of the night. It's just frustrating because we're getting to the end now, so if I want to get another book in, I need to start soon. I do think I'm leaning towards the Illuminate. I might still end up reading Milk and Honey, like try reading it outside entirely if the weather isn't too bad. And I did film that video this morning, and I also filmed the Racing to Read book tag, which was the kind of the Reading Rush book tag, but I don't have time to edit all that footage right now. I was going to include it in today's video, but I just don't have the time. It would take me another God knows how many hours. So I'm either gonna shove that footage into another update or make it its own video entirely, or refilm it in one of the next few days. I think that's all. Wow, how depressing. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. I hope it wasn't completely boring. I hope these are okay. It's very new to me. I hope you're having a great reading rush. Let me know how you're doing down below. I'd love to know. Yeah, I think that's everything. See you next time. Goodbye!